Hello!
And welcome
to Nightmare Nation,
a paranormal themed podcast where we talk about haunted places around the world.
And scary things.
And demons.
And ghosts.
And witches.
And seances.
And graveyards.
And sometimes cults.
Sometimes serial killers.
Or UFOs.
Anything that falls under the wide umbrella of things that are creepy or hard to explain. We want to talk about it.
Heck yeah.
With you.
Because they're fun. Mm-hmm. We don't know if they're real. They could be real, but they could also not be real.
I'm pretty sure a lot of it's real, but how much and to what degree, I don't exactly know.
Exactly.
It's hard to say.
Because I've never experienced it myself.
No.
But maybe one day I will.
I mean, we've talked about us having some sort of like weird experiences that are kind of like difficult to explain, but not necessarily like, I don't know if that's a spirit related thing or if it's just like a crazy coincidence. I don't know. It's hard to say.
I don't know. There's so many universes out there.
You tell us if it's real.
Maybe people are they've learned how to time travel and they're traveling back in time to us.
Honestly, I kind of wonder sometimes if like ghosts or things that we like activity that we attribute to ghosts or spirits are actually just like little slivers where our universe is overlapping with another universe. Mm-hmm. Because if you believe in the multiverse, multiple worlds theory, that like there is an infinite number of universes, there's so many copies of our current world, because if the universe is truly infinite, that means that there really is like every possible permutation of events and things that could have ever happened to this planet Earth has happened to some other planet Earth somewhere. And I like to think that maybe some of the spiritual stuff that we think like is ghosts or whatever is actually just like little tiny spots where those universes like overlap. Yeah. Which is not grounded in any sort of scientific theory in any way. I just think it's a cool idea.
Yeah. Or it's like, what is the theory with when you have deja vu? It's like a glitch.
Yeah. Deja vu.
It's weird.
It's so
I don't
bizarre
like it.
to me. And it's got to be something like neurological where your brain is like not processing a memory correctly. You know what I mean? Like, because the way that your brain like processes and stores memories, like maybe it's not foolproof. I don't know. Maybe every once in a while it just is like, meh, and you're like, wait, hold on.
What is this?
What just happened? And it's actually just your brain like having a blip.
It could be. Yeah. I've never thought of it like that.
I've done a lot of reading on deja vu because
it's
so weird, and
it really is.
It's like the most bizarre phenomenon, and like I'm just fascinated by it. So
we should do an episode on deja vu.
Let's do it.
We can just do like the history and find stories. Or
isn't there a horror movie about deja vu?
Isn't that the name of the movie?
Yeah, like I feel like that sounds vaguely familiar.
I think you are correct.
Speaking of horror movies, I watched a really great one that I'm going to make you watch with me at some point.
I'm so excited. What is it?
It's called Scream Park, and it is the lowest of low budget. Yes. Okay. It's not a horror movie, but there is a movie called Deja Vu.
A team of top secret program brings ATF agent Doug Carlin into its midst to capture the terrorist responsible for a ferry bombing that left hundreds dead.
Whoa. That sounds like just a thrill ride.
I think I've seen this movie.
The cover art looks so familiar. Yeah. I don't know if I've ever seen it.
So you are.
Okay. Right. Okay. But it's not a scary movie. It's just a thriller.
Yeah, it's a thriller.
But so this movie, Scream Park, was really great because it involved such deaths as a girl getting her face shoved into a deep fryer.
Oh my God.
And then it just like fucking melted. But they had really, really low budget, so they only showed her face post melting for like a half a second, and it was just like freaking a pancake. It just they were like trying so hard to be like, oh, look how gross and creepy, but we can't spend too much time on the camera on it because it was a really bad makeup job. So here you go, a quick flash, and then it like panned to the other scene, and I'm just like, oh.
There was one show, I think it was on Netflix. Is it The Sinner that I've talked about?
You sent me a screenshot of that.
There was another one, but this guy was eating at a fast food restaurant and had like a tooth in his food.
Ew.
From the deep fryer.
Oh.
And they looked in the deep fryer and there was a head in the deep fryer.
Oh, that just gave me chills.
And they were frying food in said deep fryer.
Ugh. That's
it was so gross.
Nasty.
It was disgusting.
That's so nasty.
Yeah.
Oh, that like reminded me of a story where, what was it? Where it was like all these people were like getting sick and they realize it's because there was like a body in some like water tank reservoir somewhere. Was that the Cecil Hotel? Yeah, I was gonna say
her body was found in the water tanks, and then when they went to use the water, it was like brown and tasted funny and smelled bad.
Oh, I was gonna say I'm pretty sure it's the Cecil, but I didn't want to sound like an idiot and not remember. Oh, that's so disgusting.
So Netflix, like I told you about, Netflix has now the Cecil Hotel documentary thing on there. And they interviewed a couple who was staying at the Cecil, and they drank the water. They brushed their teeth with the water, and they showered in the water. And I told Ben,
human corpse water.
Yes, I was like, I would be scarred for life.
I would never feel clean again.
Yeah,
I would like literally just like sit and like boil myself in a bath to try to get the like nast off, and I would never ever feel clean again.
No. I would never trust drinking tap water either.
Nope.
Fucking, you're drinking decomposing body water.
The amount of soap and antibacterial and body spray and deodorant and perfume and just like shit I would put on my body after that. Like I would probably die of cancer at like age
gross.
Like 30 because I just wouldn't stop sanitizing my body. Like,
yep. And one of the news crews, they couldn't go in to film the water, but some guy who was living there let them film with their cell phone, and it was like brown.
Oh,
it was
and how
disgusting.
Sad. Like, think about the family of that poor girl who just had to then discover that her body was just sitting in this rotten water tank. That's so sad.
Yep.
Ugh, disgusting.
It was gross. Yep. So you should watch it. It's really good because it kind of makes you second guess if it was actually a homicide or if it was just her.
Yeah, and if you guys are confused as to what we're talking about, we covered the Cecil Hotel in one of our earlier episodes, and it's a total throwback at this point because, like, it was probably, I don't know, episode 13 or something.
I think it was an
early episode, and we talk about this mysterious girl, what is it, Elisa Lamb?
Yep.
Who has this, like, weird fit in, like, an elevator, and she's, like, pacing around and acting really strange, and then she goes missing, and it's not really confirmed if it was a homicide or if she accidentally drowned in this water tank. So go check out that episode if you haven't yet, and I guess check out the documentary on Netflix.
Heck yeah.
Yep.
Still fascinated by that one.
Yeah, it's bizarre.
So weird.
Well, on that disgusting note.
Delicious.
I don't want to eat ever again.
I'm so sorry for that.
Okay. Like, I know the story, but just thinking about it gives me such creeps.
Absolutely gross.
So shall we? Oh, hey, I'm Annie.
Hey, what's up? I'm Anna.
Hey, wow.
Hey there.
It happened.
We're here. 8 minutes in.
Yep.
Not drunk.
Not drunk.
Not drinking.
It is Sunday morning.
Yep.
Anna has coffee.
I got coffee.
Water.
So we're going to make it through this one this time without blabbing and sounding like we're going to fucking fall off the bed.
Yeah, apologies for last episode, friends. I cut 40 minutes of content from that. So believe it or not, you got a condensed version of the shit show that was our last recording. So we are perfectly sober today.
Oh, shit.
And we will stay that way.
Yes, we will.
So you're welcome.
Shout out to Jim, who posted on his Facebook page about our awesome start to the episode last week.
Yeah, that actually was like a ways in.
Was it?
Yes, because we didn't introduce ourselves until later
that's
in the episode, I think.
Yep.
Where I threatened to punch you in the face for calling me Anne. Yeah, it's a good one. It's a good one.
Oh, we're so
If
funny.
you like things along the lines of hot mess, you'll enjoy last episode immensely. So.
And most episodes.
Yeah, I mean, let's be real. Are any of these organized or coherent in any way? Not really.
I mean, we try and keep it on an organized path, and we do the same topics. It just takes a little bit to get through each topic.
Well, we just get so easily distracted. Like, you're right. We generally have 3 chunks. We have, like, the intro / chit-chat / talk about horror movies for a while chunk. Then we have history chunk, and then we have hauntings chunk, and then I guess the craft cocktail cult chunk is 4 chunks.
4 chunks.
So, like, they're all in that semblance of order, but whatever comes in the middle is just sort of like throwing darts at a dartboard. It's
pretty much
totally hit or miss.
You don't know what you're gonna get.
Yep.
But today you're gonna get it all real quick. Hopefully.
Yep.
We'll see.
Mostly coherent.
Yes.
So, all right, Anna, what are we talking about?
Oh, we're going to go into the tundra of Alaska.
Which is a completely new state for us, I believe.
Yeah, I don't think we've ever done anything out there.
My brain immediately went, Alaska. We did the Alaska house. And then I was like,
That's not Alaska.
That was Iowa, right?
That was Iowa.
Yep. And it's also Villisca.
Yeah.
So, yes, we have not done Alaska. This is a new state.
Yes.
We're leaving the connected 48 states and going into
We're going to
cool
the little,
place.
tiny little blip. Not on the United... Well, it's on the United States, but it's attached to Canada.
Yeah, it's up.
So how did we get Alaska? How did that work?
That's a good question. I'm showing my ignorance here, but I have no idea. Like, I just really don't know.
Perfect. Because I don't either.
Fun fact, I think... I meant to ask my parents this yesterday when I was researching, and I forgot, but my parents went to Alaska last summer, or the summer before COVID, and I think they went to the town and the place that we're talking about.
Really?
I think so.
Oh my gosh, you have to ask them.
I need to double check, and I'm so sorry I didn't do that before recording, but I think they've been there. I was like, this is sounding really familiar, and I'm pretty sure they went to Skagway, which is the town where this location
so cool.
is. I know.
I want to go to Alaska.
Oh, it just looks so beautiful.
We thought about doing an Alaskan cruise for our honeymoon.
Yeah, that's what my parents did.
Oh,
they went on
they?
an Alaskan cruise.
Oh,
yeah.
sounds so
you should
perfect.
talk to them about it. They had a great time.
Yes. Because
Yep.
I love cruises.
Yep.
And Alaska. Mm-hmm. We don't need to go on a Bahamas cruise because beaches are dumb.
So Anders and I talk about this a lot. We're like, so my brother like wanted us to go on like vacation to the Caribbean as a family. And I'm like, yeah, we could do that. But also like, if I wanted to go lay on a beach with palm trees, I could go to Florida.
Exactly.
For a fraction of the cost. And like, yeah, it's still the United States instead of a Caribbean island. But like...
But it's the sand and a beach.
If that's all that you're really going there for, then I could do that for a lot cheaper in like South Carolina or like Florida or something. I don't know. I just like... that's just not high on my list of places I want to go.
Nope. I want to go on hikes. I want to explore nature.
That's why I like Hawaii, which I feel is different from some of these other places because, like Hawaii, for example, I'm so pissed we couldn't go. It's like...
Wouldn't you be there right now?
Yes.
Shit.
No, we would have just gotten back.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. But yeah, so we were super bitter when it got like freaking negative 10 degrees. And we're like, we should be in Hawaii right now.
Should be in the nice warm sun eating fucking pineapples on the beach.
Seriously. But like there's this giant national park with like canyons and like hiking and you do like snorkeling. And so I was just like, I don't know. To me, Hawaii is different. But anyway.
Because there's more to it.
Yeah.
You get jungle.
Jungle.
Do they have a jungle?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. I don't know if technically that like
is considered
biome is considered jungle,
okay.
but yeah, what you're thinking of is yes.
Got it.
What you're picturing in your head, they have.
Okay, cool.
Yep,
got it.
Yep. Okay,
perfect.
All
okay,
right, so back to
Alaska.
chilly, frigid Alaska.
Super cold.
Where are we going?
We're going to the Red Onion Saloon and Brothel Museum.
I love that name, the Red Onion Saloon.
It's so fun.
It's so cute.
So my sources are hauntedjourneys.com, hauntedrooms.com. I put down Wikipedia.
I don't think they
Oh, yes, I did.
Do they have a Wikipedia page?
No, because it was the Gold Rush.
Oh, okay.
Is where I got it.
Got it.
I had to think about that too. I was like, I didn't find a Wikipedia page. But there's my sources. So the Red Onion Saloon is located in Skagway, Alaska, and was established in 1898.
She old.
So old. And it's just like this cutest little saloon ever.
It's adorable.
Like, it's probably, well, no, it's probably bigger than this room. But it's just like
it's like teeny tiny.
Yeah.
And it just like literally looks like they plucked it out of like the Wild West and like stuck it in Alaska. It's so cute.
It's awesome. It's adorable.
Like picture that little desert town with like tumbleweed and the bar and saloon and then just like scoop it out and put it in the snowy town of Skagway.
Which is so weird.
I know.
Not the typical place you would think of a saloon to be.
But I guess it makes sense with the Gold Rush, which you will talk about
I
in
will.
a minute here.
You guys are going to get a little history lesson because there's not a lot of history on this place.
This is an educational episode.
It is. Get ready.
Keep your pants on.
Keep them on.
Get ready.
So it was built with planks cut by Captain William Moore, who was the founder of Skagway. And it had white paint and dark trimmings when it was originally opened, with 2 stories and a storefront window. So it was literally just like a little baby store.
Little baby.
The first floor was and is currently a saloon, and the second floor had 10 small rooms referred to as cribs. Madams would entertain their guests in the rooms, and the ladies serviced the gold miners in the area for a fee.
It's creepy to me that they call them cribs. I don't like that.
Just think of a baby.
And I'm wondering if like people say like, oh yeah, come check out my crib or whatever. Is that where that comes from?
I mean, it might
like
be. I mean, like a crib
room?
is like your house.
Yeah, but like where did the origin of that like usage of the word come from?
I don't
know.
Maybe it is from this.
Maybe.
If so, then that's weird.
That's creepy. I know. I wonder if it's one of those things where people don't realize that that's where that came from. Or it's unrelated and I'm just drawing connections where there aren't any. But just cribs.
Like, are there little cribs in your
No,
rooms?
gross.
So the men who passed through had a unique way of ordering something personal from the girls. There were 10 dolls behind the bar representing each of the 10 ladies on the second floor. If the doll was laid flat on her back, it meant she was busy. If the doll sat upright, it meant the lady was available.
That's so creepy.
Like, who am I gonna pick today? Like,
dolls? Like, do you need another reason for dolls to be creepy? They're already so creepy. And then to, like, represent prostitutes. Like,
It's perfect. I mean, prostitution was running rampant out there.
I guess.
So,
and I don't...
So they use dolls.
Yeah, that's a creepy system. But I guess it's effective.
Yeah. So the saloon reached its height of popularity during the Klondike Gold Rush of 1898, with over 30,000 eager prospectors coming through the narrow valley. So if you don't know what the Klondike Gold Rush is, let me tell you about it.
I'm so ready to hear about the Klondike Gold Rush.
It was a migration by an estimated 100,000 prospectors to the Klondike region of the Yukon in northwestern Canada. Gold was discovered there by local miners on August 16, 1896. When news reached Seattle and San Francisco the following year, it triggered a stampede of prospectors to the Yukon. A stampede.
Marching all the way on
all of
foot.
them are just stampeding all the way up.
A dust cloud behind them.
That's what I thought. Just this group of guys just fucking running as fast as they can.
Just on foot, just only carrying whatever they can bring with, like, in their arms with them.
Yeah.
That's hilarious.
So some became wealthy, and the majority went in vain and found nothing.
Oh, they found prostitutes, though.
They did find prostitutes, that's for sure. To reach the gold fields, most of the prospectors took the route through the ports of, I think it's Daya and Skagway and southeast Alaska. So I'm thinking that they came in through the port.
Oh,
maybe they were like shipped there.
That makes sense. Like,
because I mean, Alaska is literally just up there. But I mean, if you're I don't know where the Yukon is, so I don't.
I'm sorry,
so
friends
like if
from
you're
Canada.
In Seattle,
I don't know anything about Canada geography.
Because if they're in Seattle, you're like practically in Canada.
You're like on the border.
So like, why wouldn't you just do that unless they just took a little thing out to Alaska to get into the Yukon? Maybe the Yukon is closer to Alaska than it is Seattle.
Let me pull up a map.
You guys, I don't know geography.
Okay, yeah, so Seattle, if you follow along the coast, it goes all the way past British Columbia.
Oh, okay.
Up into the Yukon. There's a little corner
so maybe
right
that's
there.
why they went to Alaska, because it's right next to the Yukon.
Yep. Yes.
Oh, okay.
Yep, okay, so they could have taken ships, or maybe they hiked. I don't know.
I mean, that'd be a long hike.
It'd be a long-ass hike.
Be quicker. Mm-hmm. That makes sense.
But with so many men, they probably just build up momentum.
Yeah.
And they just run really
just
fast the whole way there.
to get their gold.
All right, now that we've had a little geography lesson.
You guys are learning so much today.
I feel so enlightened.
Yes,
and
exactly.
wise now.
So in Skagway and Daya, this is where the Klondikers, that's what they were called.
That's a really cool name.
Right?
I just think of
a Klondike bar.
Me too!
Maybe that's why.
It has a polar bear?
Yeah!
I was just thinking that. Oh, you guys.
Oh, light bulbs are going off today.
Now I'm Googling Klondike bars. Please hold.
Oh.
Nope, unrelated.
Okay.
It's the Klondike family that produced the bars in Ohio.
Well, that's not cool.
And Pittsburgh. Well, screw you guys. You ruined my theory.
Seriously, I was so excited.
Whoa!
Oh!
No, wait.
Hold on.
The Klondike Bar was created by the Isali Dairy Company of Mansfield, Ohio in the early 1920s and named after the Klondike River of Yukon, Canada.
Hey! There it is. So we weren't far off from it.
So we're not idiots.
That's so exciting.
Oh, man.
That's cool.
Okay.
God, look at us connecting dots today.
So smart.
Shit.
Such smart.
We got them brain caps on, huh?
I got my big brain on today.
Not none of that Anna brain we had last time.
Not the small brain, got the big one.
So the Klondikers could either follow Chilkoot.
Is it like a trail?
I think so.
River? Okay.
Yeah, it's a trail.
Okay.
Or the White Pass trails to the Yukon River and sail down to the Klondike.
The Klondike Bar. I just keep thinking about ice cream now.
The Canadian authorities required each of them to bring a year's supply of food in order to prevent starvation. In all, the Klondikers' equipment weighed close to a ton.
Jesus.
Which most carried themselves in stages.
Oh my God, these guys would be so ripped.
Right?
After all that work. Oh my God.
So they had to bring their own food.
I feel like I remember hearing that. That's super smart. Be like, you guys can come here if you want, but you better bring your own provisions because we're not going to freaking feed you.
Right.
And
Well,
accommodate.
and especially having so many people
100,000
flooding.
extra people just show up. Like, you're not equipped to, you don't
Feed
have the
that many
agricultural
people.
systems to feed that many people. Like, bring your own stuff.
Uh-huh.
That's awesome.
And if you die, it's your own fault.
Yep.
Because you didn't prepare.
Yep.
So, performing this task and contending with a mountainous terrain and cold climate meant those who persisted did not arrive until the summer of 1898. Once there, they found few opportunities and many left disappointed.
Wow, after all that work.
Yep.
That sucks.
And they're just
Poor
disappointed.
buddies.
So that's the gold rush and what happened. And why Skagway was part of said gold rush, because they had an influx of people into the port to get to the Yukon, so then they decided, why not plop a saloon right here for everybody who's coming in, or even like going out who got rich, so then they could gamble, they could prostitute.
Yeah. It's really
Drink.
similar to the King's Tavern, which was right along, what was it, the Mississippi? Because they had all these like people who would bring their ships of goods down and then have to go through the town to like then go back up north by land. And it makes complete sense. Plop a tavern, you got all these people who are hungry and tired and like traveling and have to come through your town anyway. You might as well make some money off of it.
Exactly.
Smart.
It's perfect for them.
Smart.
Yeah. So the building also has served many purposes, including army barracks during World War II for soldiers. It was also a bakery, a laundry. It says laundry.
Oh.
A laundry.
Yep, a laundry.
Just a laundry.
A laundromat. Yep.
One laundry.
One singular. One piece of laundry was put in the building.
Yes. A union hall, a gift shop, and a TV station.
What?
Yeah.
Oh.
It's been through everything, like every other building that we've ever talked about. Multiple purpose.
Recycling, guys.
Yes.
How many times do we have to tell you?
It's just what they're used for, okay? So then in 1980, the owner, Jan Rentmore, purchased a liquor license, and the building opened once more as a saloon and historic brothel museum. So today, it is one of the most popular drinking holes in the area, where you will find barmen and musicians in period costumes ready to serve the finest drinks. They also have guided tours with historians, and those ladies are dressed as madames.
Yeah,
how
it's
they
really
would have
cool.
been dressed during their time period.
I saw some of those pictures of the costumes, and I'm like, God, just
They're
so much fabric.
cool.
How heavy those
Heavy, but they
are.
look fucking sweet.
they do.
I saw one picture of pictures someone had painted of what the girls had looked like. They're fucking beautiful.
Yeah, I mean, it's
like it's like not pinup, but close.
Kind of. I mean, like the
to it.
mastery that goes into creating those outfits and how like perfectly fitted they are. It's pretty cool considering the time, but also I'm so glad I don't have to wear shit like that. Like,
Yeah, that'd be so
give me my
uncomfortable.
sweatpants and baggy t-shirts.
Exactly,
like,
because that's what we live in right now.
screw being flattering. Like, what? No.
Sorry, I'm gonna wear them baggy t-shirts so you can't see any of my curves.
Right, like I want to hide the little spots that I'm self-conscious about in baggy clothing, not like accentuate the shit out of everything.
Exactly.
But they are cool.
They are.
I'm happy it got turned back into a saloon and that there's a museum because it is kind of historic. I mean, if that is one of the, like, central pivotal, like, places in the entire history of, like, the gold rush and what a, like, huge significant time that was in Alaska's history, it makes sense that it's a museum.
Right.
That's cool.
And then upstairs they have a couple different rooms that they left as, like, what the cribs used to look like.
Right, they're like displays. Yeah.
Sue, tell me about these ghosts. Because when I was reading articles, all I saw was one ghost. I was like, I hope you have more than one ghost.
There's a lot about one ghost, but I found a few others.
Oh, good.
There's a couple.
I'm excited.
I had to hunt for it. I was on page 4 of Google.
Yep.
But I did find a few things.
Oh, good.
So, of course, the Red Onion Saloon being so old, and also with its history as being a brothel, I feel like stuff like that where possibly some not so happy things may have happened, and it just leads to places being haunted. So, of course, the Red Onion Saloon is known as one of the most haunted buildings in Alaska.
No.
And one of the most haunted brothels in the country.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know of any other brothels around.
Just gonna say that. I was like, I don't... What? I'm assuming they're museums and not actual brothels.
Right.
Because that's illegal.
Yep,
but,
it is.
yeah, so I guess it's one of the most haunted brothels in the country.
So, okay. Why are brothels illegal but strip clubs aren't? Because you're not paying for sex in a strip club?
I would assume
Whereas
so. You're not paying for...
brothels are, like, more just prostitution?
Yeah, I would assume so. So, like, stripping is... they're just taking their clothes off. You're not actually engaging in sexual acts.
But I feel like in some strip clubs, if you go into a secret room, you can ask for certain things.
Yes, but I don't, like, is that strictly legal? I'm not sure. I don't know if that's just what happens at strip club. I'm really not informed on this topic, so I can't tell you. I don't know how that all works.
I don't know.
It's a good question.
Okay.
I'm not real sure.
If anybody knows legal...
If you are a sex worker, let us know. I would love to hear your perspective.
Tell us
about it.
Thank you.
Okay, so my sources for the haunting information for the Red Onion Saloon comes from hauntedrooms.com, hauntedjourneys.com, spookeats.com.
Ooh, spookeats, huh? I like that.
Red Onion Saloon hauntings.wordpress.com, paranormaltraveler.com, and onlyinyourstate.com.
Holy sources.
Oh, yes. There's a lot.
That's when you know you got a hunting pack, when you have about 10 different sources to
but
use.
I got some good information, okay?
I was gonna say, it looks like you got a lot there.
So I feel like it's so easy for some of these websites who are, like, writing articles about the Red Onion Saloon. They're essentially just cutting and pasting the exact information that some other website has already put out there. Mm-hmm. Or, like, top 10 most haunted places in Alaska. And it's the same exact, almost word for word. And so I'm like, everyone's just recycling the same information, which is why I ended up on page 4 of Google, because then you finally start getting to, like, the lesser known, but, like, more informative stuff from people who are, like, writing their own blog about it or something like that. So that's why.
Got it.
But I found some stuff. So one of the most active ghosts here that I didn't really find in any of the main articles, this one came a lot further down in the Google hierarchy, is the ghost of Diamond Lil.
Ooh, Diamond Lil.
Diamond Lil. She was one of the former madams of the brothel.
Her name sounds like it.
Yeah, for real. Like, Miss Diamond Lil. I don't know if it's short for, like, Lillian or something, but I freaking love that name. She's all sparkly.
You name your child that?
Yes.
Perfect.
Yep. There's a joke in Lucifer that I really like, because this girl, her name is Beatrice, but her mom calls her Trixie.
Oh, God.
And he's, like, asking her, he's like, what's your name? She's like, Trixie. He's like, that's a stripper's name. And she's, like, 6.
Oh, no!
It's so funny. He's like, what kind of name is Trixie? It's like a prostitute's name. I just thought it was funny. And she's the cutest effing thing. She's my favorite character in the whole show. She's so funny. But yes, Diamond Lil, one of the former madams. So she likes to hang around the establishment and continues to linger, keeping an eye on the guests.
Ooh, she's picking out her next man.
She's just watching for business. Mm-hmm. And she's only known to make herself known to the male guests, who often claim that she has gently ran her ghostly hands along their legs.
Okay, you little sloot.
And whispers softly in their ears.
Oh, bitch is still working in death.
I mean, she's the madame of a brothel. She knows how to play a man.
She knows what they want.
She's like, oh, come here. Let me whisper
fun.
Sweet nothings in your ear. Yeah.
Bitch, please.
So she's getting all sexy. But, of course, the most recognizable spirit in the Red Onion Saloon is that of Lydia, and this is the super famous popular one that's all over the internet.
Only ever came up.
So Lydia was one of the prostitutes of the former brothel. The years may have passed, but her spirit apparently did not.
Oh, spooky.
There have been various reports of footsteps heard on the second floor where the brothel used to be, which they attribute to Lydia. The strong smell of perfume would often linger in the air, and there is also extreme cold spots where the smell of her perfume had originated.
Oh.
So smells.
Is it a floral perfume?
Of course it is.
Of course.
It's not fucking vanilla. It's roses or lavender.
Gross.
Lavender's flower. Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. I know. Something super floral and girly, I'm sure. There once was a great disturbance on the upper floor of the saloon, so the police were called to check and see what was going on because no one knew what was going on upstairs. As they approached the stairs, they saw a figure believed to be the ghost of Lydia running down the hall and into a room which was once the former Madame's.
Oh.
Upon inspection, the room was empty and there was nowhere for any intruder to have gone. So,
oh shit.
There's just a ghostly tussle happening upstairs. Lydia fucking beelines down the hallway and hides in a room.
She's
and
like,
then
come on, boys, let's go.
Gone. Or she was probably at some point in her life getting attacked by unruly patron and then ran to hide.
Most likely.
Lydia is also said to water the plants at the brothel. So there has been many occasions when the hostess of the house would find soil damp as though someone had watered it recently. There are other stories of her wandering around and watering plants in rooms where there aren't actually plants. So they see her ghost bending over as if she's watering something, but there's nothing there. So
That's so weird.
Maybe it's where her favorite plant used to be or something.
Okay, maybe she was the madame who watered all of their plants.
I guess so. She just loves flowers. So she's watering phantom plants that don't actually exist.
Perfect.
Which I thought was kind of cute. Lydia has been seen many times in full apparition, and she has also been observed walking around the Madame's room. So I think the Madame is actually the mistress who not
kind of like a pimp.
Yeah, kind of. Yes. So she's responsible for the brothel girls. So I think when they say Madame, I think that's what they're saying, but I'm not totally positive because they keep talking about the Madame's room. So I think that's maybe where the proprietress would stay, and she was the one kind of in charge of.
That makes sense because if you, I'm just gonna bring it to Game of Thrones.
Yep.
When they're in those brothels, you have that one main lady who helps the other girls how to coerce the men and
she
to
teaches
be sexy
them, and she curates talent and manages the establishment. So I think that's what they're saying when they say Madame. So yes, she's been seen walking around the Madame's room. She is often seen in a long dark dress, and she likes to glide down the staircase after dark.
I want to glide down a staircase.
Like every other freaking ghost. If there's a staircase, there will be a ghost gliding down it.
There will be.
I guarantee it. And they'll be wearing either a black dress or a white dress.
Yep.
It is said that sometimes she can be hostile towards men, and that her haunts and ghostly activity is particularly strong towards men, possibly because it is believed she contracted a venereal disease and took her own life in her crib room on the second floor.
Okay.
That has not been substantiated in any way and is probably a rumor, but
most likely.
They're basically she's mean to guys. She probably got an STD.
And now she's getting back at them.
Yeah.
So give it to you guys.
Yep. So it's not been established if she died in the house. I don't even know if this Lydia person is real. That might just be the name that they gave this ghostly lady that they found. There's not a whole lot of actual confirmed details on this woman. So in the saloon, there is also a malevolent male spirit who doesn't seem to be friendly to anyone. He often roughly brushes past staff and guests alike and likes to move objects that the staff need to do their jobs, like keys and expensive drinks. He's just a dick.
That'd be me. I'm going to take your expensive drink and take it for myself.
He's like a cat. You've got your keys on the counter and knock him off the counter. Fuck you.
That's awesome.
Yeah, he's just a jerk. Some people refer to him as John and think that he may have been, in his lifetime, a bouncer for the saloon.
Okay.
And there are some rumors that, of course, are unsubstantiated of him being murdered in the hallway. So John likes to stalk people, and he is known for giving people the eerie feeling of being watched. He likes to also open doors and has a history of attacking people.
Oh my.
And he will sometimes, get this, announce his presence by giving off an extremely sour odor.
Gross! What a dick!
I'm freaking smelly.
Here I am.
Gross.
That's disgusting.
Yeah, so
you never really hear that, like a foul-smelling odor, unless it's like a demon or something.
Unless it's the guy who hangs meat on the ceiling.
Yeah.
The chandelier in the Palmer Hotel? Palmer Hotel, right?
Was it the Palmer?
Palmer House Hotel in Minnesota?
No.
Wasn't it?
I don't think it was a Palmer.
Well, whatever hotel that was where the guy hung meat up to rot from the chandelier.
Wasn't it the same as the Bellman?
No.
I want to say it was it the Arizona one?
Hotel Monte Vista!
Yeah, the Arizona one. Yeah.
Wow, your memory's better than mine. Okay, that was the Hotel Monte Vista where the guy would just hang meat from the chandelier, which I'm sure smelled delicious. So I can only imagine John does something similar where he's just like nasty, rotten smell, just bad odor. He probably didn't bathe a lot.
I mean, especially during that time, probably.
I mean, yeah, not a lot of access to like showers.
No.
So he's smelly, which is gross.
Ick.
There's also many cold spots throughout the second floor where all of the girls' rooms were. So this is, of course, like the most haunted part of the saloon. It's where most of the activity happens. This is also where people often report hearing disembodied footsteps and sometimes see shimmering lights and orbs.
Oh.
Which we haven't talked about orbs in a long time.
No.
It's been a while. The light fixtures upstairs will often flicker sporadically and will sway back and forth on their own when no windows are open or there's any other source of something that would move the light fixture, and they just kind of swing-swang.
Swing-swang?
Side to side, all over the place. The second floor is also where some catch glimpses of a madame dressed in white who they think might be Diamond Lil, but they're not totally sure.
Oh, she's coming back.
Yep.
She wants them boys.
She does. So one employee who has worked there for over 13 years says that without a doubt there is absolutely something paranormal that lives in the saloon. This person said that they've had numerous employees, of course, see Lydia in full form, have witnessed items flying off the back of the bar.
Oh, shit.
And even customers eating there have pointed out Lydia's ghost, like, while they're dining. Like, who's that lady over there? And she's, like, disappears, I guess. I don't...
That's so weird.
I don't know. This person said that the springtime is actually the most active time in the saloon. And I wonder if that has something to do with the time of year when all of the prospectors would have been coming.
Could.
Because you said they got finally to the Yukon or to the place in like late summer.
Yeah.
So maybe they came through Skagway in like late springtime or something.
Yeah, that would make sense.
I'm not sure. So they said basically the saloon is most active in the springtime, and then also when, of course, no one's there. There's lots of stuff. Some person for a local radio show, ended up interviewing the curator of the museum and caught an EVP on tape.
Oh, really?
Which I can play for you. I barely hear it. It's super, super faint. And tell me if you even hear anything. But this person claims to hear a certain phrase. And tell me if you hear it. Because
a phrase, huh?
Yeah.
Are you getting the thing here that red is typically the indicator?
Say, I'm sensing a theme here.
Yeah, there's a theme there.
Did you hear it?
Oh. No, play it again?
Yep. Okay. It's like this kind of garbled sort of like sound like underneath their dialogue.
Here that red is typically the indicator.
Say, I'm sensing a theme here.
Yeah, there's a theme there.
Did you hear that?
Was that like little...
Just like when she said, I'm hearing a theme here, and then underneath there's like... So it's... I don't know. That could just be total like electronic sounds like from the recording. I really don't know. This person claims that she's hearing I'm the opposite.
I heard nothing. I heard mumble.
Yeah,
I mean, maybe if you can enhance the audio and turn your voices down.
Yeah, maybe.
Then maybe.
I don't know. So they claim it's an EVP. I didn't really hear anything other than a sort of garbled kind of electronic sound in the background, which could be a ghost, could just be something else. I don't know. But I thought it'd be worth playing anyway.
Yeah.
Guys, if you hear something, tell us.
Heck yeah.
And then a group called Stones River Paranormal conducted a paranormal investigation of the saloon in 2014. And what's unusual about their investigation is they did it between 7 and 8:30 a.m.
Who the fuck does it in the morning?
I don't know. And I think they did that just because they had to like do it I don't know if they were allowed to be there overnight, but they had to do it before guests would show up, like, in the morning. So they basically went in, like, early morning and did this investigation, and they actually found evidence, which is crazy.
Really?
Because that's just, like,
weird.
such a weird time. That's usually when you're, like,
Everything's
trapped in the
calming
haunted
down.
house, and all the stuff is happening, and it reaches its peak, and then the sun comes up at, like, 7, and then you're like, oh.
Everything's all okay
Everything's
now.
great. And that's when they caught a bunch of shit, I guess.
Huh.
So they found a few different pieces of evidence. They recorded voices, got a bunch of different EVPs, I guess. They captured what they believed to be photos of apparitions and also caught a significant temperature drop. A couple of different significant temperature drops while they were walking through. So really strong cold spots.
Yeah.
Which is just, it's just so weird to think about an investigation happening like in the morning.
Right.
So
it's not normal.
I thought that was interesting.
Huh.
And lastly, the saloon was also featured in a show called Destination America as a haunted place that was definitely worth visiting, as well as on the show Alaska Hauntings.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah. So,
well, if we ever take an Alaskan cruise, we have to go to Skagway.
And I need to ask my parents if they've been, I'm like 95% positive they've been here.
That's so cool.
I just
That'd
need
be
to confirm.
fucking
So,
sweet.
yep.
That'd be awesome.
Yep.
So, that is the
Red Onion
Saloon in Skagway.
Skagway.
That's such a weird
Skagway
town name.
Yeah.
Skagway.
Yeah, and Alaska in general, I feel like has got some interesting names that probably a lot of them originate from just like tribal language stuff, which is cool. But yeah.
So
friends, our favorite segment, Craft Cocktail Cult.
Going to preface this,
you guys,
by saying drink at your own risk.
Be very careful with this drink. It does not taste good.
It's not good.
And it's real strong.
Really strong.
It's like a Long Island that tastes bad.
Yes.
It's like 9 different kinds of alcohol. It's so bad.
I'll give you the recipe and you can make it like this, but I highly suggest at least putting like a half ounce of simple syrup in it.
Yes.
Or mixing it with Sprite or...
Yeah, put a little like club soda or sparkling lemon
we
lime.
did put club soda in it.
Oh, yeah, we did.
Something
more
sweet.
Yes.
Because it doesn't have that.
Club soda, then simple syrup or something. Yeah. It looks pretty.
It looks really pretty, and I was really excited because it's like, oh, this looks like it'd be good. And then we drank it, and it wasn't.
No.
And I gave mine to Anders.
Real strong. Anna's like, I need to be able to drive later.
and if I drink this, I will not be.
Yeah, and I drank mine, and it like freaking floored me. Unreal, you guys. So
I know, because you passed out like a half hour
Oh
later.
my god, we were trying to watch a movie, and I just conked out on the couch. So drink at your own risk.
Yes.
But we made it, and we took a picture of it, and it looks pretty, so we feel like we owe it to you guys to deliver this recipe.
You know, we're going to give you good drinks. We're going to give you shitty drinks.
Yep.
Try what you want.
If you don't want it, leave the cult.
Exactly.
Okay.
So,
it's
called the Blue, but it's spelled B-L-E-U.
All French, fancy.
Yeah.
I don't know why they spell it that way.
I don't either.
Okay.
They wanted to just be fancy.
Yeah.
So, in your cocktail shaker, you're going to mix 3/4 of an ounce of gin, 3/4 of an ounce of vodka, 3/4 of an ounce of tequila, 3/4 of an ounce of lemon juice, we didn't do egg whites.
No, we skipped that.
2 dashes. I don't know how the fuck you get a dash of egg white.
Yeah, I was like, how the hell do you even do that? I don't understand.
It's not like you're putting it in like a shaker and just dashing it, like do one egg white. I don't know.
I don't know.
So you can omit the egg white because we didn't put it in there and it's
Maybe
not...
that's what's missing. Maybe that's the secret sauce that makes this drink
guess so.
palatable.
All it does is foam your drink.
Yeah, I really don't know.
I don't know. 3/4 of an ounce of blue curacao.
Curacao.
So you're gonna pour all that into your shaker, add your ice, shake for 15 seconds. If you want to do it for longer to dilute it some more, go right ahead.
Go for it. We won't judge you.
Then you're gonna strain it into your cocktail glass. You want a tall glass. We just used wine glasses because that's what we had.
Not the most classy, but...
No. And then you're gonna top it off with club soda. And then garnish with a lemon slice.
Yep.
You can drink it just like that if you want, and just get fucking wasted within one drink.
Yep.
Or add a half ounce of simple syrup if you want.
Just to make it a little bit more palatable. You'll still get wasted,
yeah.
But, you know.
Or top it instead of club soda with like 7-Up, Sprite, something.
I feel like 7-Up would be a lot better than just regular club soda.
Yeah.
It needs a little
Or
sweet.
you could do lemonade. Lemonade would be good.
Yeah.
Could do that.
Yep.
So, that's your blue.
Yeah.
Drink at your
You
own
guys,
risk.
it looks real nice.
Yeah, it does.
And it tastes real gross.
Yep.
So have fun.
Sorry. Just go drink the Caribbean champagne from last week.
For real.
Because it was delicious.
Yes, it was delicious. As we told you multiple times in the episode. It's
if you didn't
delicious.
know, it's fucking delicious.
Yeah. So, friends, we hope you enjoyed that recipe. If you try it, please don't drive. And let us know what you think. And we want to hear from you guys. So if you have any suggestions of places you'd like to hear us cover on the podcast, or if you tried our recipe and want to tell us how terrible it was, or if you have personally experienced anything scary or paranormal that has happened to you, we want to hear about it. Please talk to us. So you can send us an email at nightmarenation19@gmail.com.
Or you can check us out on the Facebook nightmare_nation19 or the Instagram nightmare.nation19 and interact with us. Comment. Send me a message. Like us.
Subscribe.
Subscribe to us.
Heart things.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do all that social media shit.
Good stuff.
That's what we like.
We like talking to you guys.
Yeah.
So, in the meantime, please
use Ouija boards.
Please don't use a Ouija board. Oh my God.
Nope.
We started another movie last night where these girls were doing, of course, a seance in a cabin.
Perfect.
It was like the most cliche of cliches. And they used the Ouija board and like shit starts happening and the lights are flashing and one of the girls gets freaked out and she chucks the Ouija board into the fire. And I was like, good for you. You go.
It's gonna come back.
It fucking like exploded. It looked like a bomb went off. It was just this giant ball of like fire just comes exploding out of the fireplace. Like, I'm like, wow. Wow. It was the most intense. I was just expecting it to like not burn. Like, oh, we can't burn it out. No, it just like fucking exploded. It was hilarious.
Sounds about right.
Yeah.
It sounds perfect.
So guys, don't explode your fireplace.
Don't do that.
Don't use a Ouija board.
Don't throw a Ouija board in the fire because it's just going to come back for
And why would you have it in the first place? Stop that. Don't do that.
Don't be dumb.
Don't be dumb.
Okay?
All right.
All right.
Until next time.
Until next time.
Bye.
Bye.